This is what I've had up to now. 2 containers. One of them was bought to hold tools. The tools that I bought to fix up the bus, and the gas generator and some of the gas and stuff that I've been using occasionally, but not very often. I had built a desk. The desk was to hold my iMac, and it was just put together really quickly. A couple of screws, a couple of pieces of wood, covering up the porta potty, and it worked for a while, but I really am not doesn't find it convenient at all. So the containers have been in this spot all this time. The problem is I had no space for my space heater, which is a kerosene heater that I use diesel in. The toolbox is too big, and the other box simply, it works, but it takes up too much extra. So when I'm done, I expect to clear aisleway all the way down through here. I don't have to, in other words, I can carry things in here that are 2 feet wide. Bring my bike in, for example. So I'm going to get busy and take this crap out of here, start all over. So I cleared all that stuff out of the space, put a 2x4 up against the wall. I just screwed it on the wall for now, and I'll be putting another 2x4 down here to hold it up. Maybe one over here. That is just a standing piece of plywood, and of course I'll frame that in, and then on top of that will go a piece of plywood. So I'll have a 2 foot by 2 foot storage unit here. So my battery died. I have to recharge it, but it's recharging off the solar panels. I had to close the door in order to build up enough power to do that. So now I've got a panel like so, and a board on this wall, and I'm going to put a piece of plywood across the top. I've moved to a new location, and it's a new day. The top was glued on yesterday, and a couple of 2x4 supports screwed on underneath it. This 2x2 support will support the front face of the box. I glued and screwed the front face. And began painting it. I'm painting it white latex. Some manufacturer is Rust-Oleum, and it's a gloss color. And I'm cleaning out the remnants of an old can at the moment. When I installed the solar panels, I just simply wired it up very quickly and simply in order to be able to remove it quickly in the future. Because I will be putting the solar panels on the roof, I I won't need this wiring in the future. So that I can open the door in the future without showing all my junk, I probably will put some kind of curtain or whatever in that area to just hide that stuff. Then I might put a table on the door. So inside, I've got a 2-foot wide walkway all the way to the back, and I can open that back door when I feel it. I'll put the curtains back up and close the door and take off, do some other things today. Now I have a box in the back of my truck. Should be saying big deal. But the box has a great purpose. I get to store more in it because I'm not storing it in each of those smaller containers that were half full. It separates me from all of those articles that I only use when I'm outside. It should be safer because any fumes from the gas or gases or cleaning fluids will all be drained out at the bottom of the bus. It acts as a settee or a big long seat at the back of the bus. And with a small bit of adaptation, it's going to make a huge bed, probably big enough for 3 people. Not that I anticipate that there will be 3 people on it, but there'll be room for it, and it'll be very comfortable for me sleeping on it. The main reason I did it was to clean up the back of the bus and have it look much, much prettier. To ensure the back row or the back aisle through the bus remains clear. One of the main things I've considered as I've been working on my bus is that I could walk right through it from the back to the front. The things are kept relatively clear of the doorways so I can open both doors and create a huge amount of air passing through. But most important, it looks a little bit more organized and it's much, much cleaner looking. Not sure yet what to call the video. Could be The Box in the Bus by Gus, or How to Build a Back Seat in a School Bus, or the sexiest, prettiest seat on a school. I'm just laughing because, as you know, and as we all know who are watching these videos, there's a lot of strange titles out there. And when I do things, I actually do them as simply as I possibly can. This took like no brains whatsoever, and I don't need to teach you how to use a screwdriver, or how to apply glue, or how to get it wood cut, or how to cut wood if the lumber supply store will cut it for you. So this is a how-to for some people. A WTF is this to some others. If you like it, but please take the time to subscribe. Subscriptions don't cost you any money, and they cost you no time. I need to have a large number of them in order to monetize any of these videos. So please subscribe even if you don't watch most of the videos, or if you don't use YouTube that often. This is subscription. Clicking the subscription button will help me a great deal. So I'm gone for the day. I'll come back tomorrow with something new, I hope.